difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. His first carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Open man is Samuel, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 17. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
From the 29, Wilson. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That's a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now it's Hines. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Broncos had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Wilson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Buried behind a line by Azeez Ojulari. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And it's taken in at the 9. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Broncos nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows?
And it'll be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On 2nd and 2, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Third and 2, now Wilson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Hines. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Broncos nothing. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Taken from about the 12.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third and long, it's Wilson. Completes it to Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On first down, Wilson. That ball caught by Slayton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Cade York on now for the field goal from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. York able to send this one through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Yeah, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
No, we change it. Hey, report. Report.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 43 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Broncos are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. Down inside the 10.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert, alert, alert.
Hines will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. So very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jackson will throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. taken from about the 12.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. Now Wilson. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
On the keeper. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos 15-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Report.
From the gun, Jackson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Jack Fox sets to kick off.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10 now. Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. There's Wilson to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10.
See, man, let's go. No, we change it. Yeah. Report.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
19. 14, got it. Point left. Left pass.
On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
14.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Wilson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Steelers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one.